All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the very final match of the Ocean Cup 3. This is the third place matchup between Payne's Armada and the Wolfpack. I will be rocking the booth solo tonight. That is not such a bad thing. I get to have the full spotlight. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about whether you want me to have my webcam included or not. If you guys think it's all right, I'll keep it up. You know, obviously minimize down there in the right-hand corner. Otherwise, if you think it's better to just get rid of it, we can do that too. All right, so here I am talking smack to Angel Rambo, telling him I'm going to sell my Payne's Armada t-shirt that I picked up from the thrift store if they don't win this game. I got to tease Angel Rambo a little bit, though. Like I said, Angel Rambo got a little bit of a special place in my heart with the fact that he's also from Green Bay, Wisconsin, just like I am. So, got to tease him a little bit here. Ultimately, though, good luck to both these teams. I think both these teams have some really solid players on each team. I have a profound respect for both these teams, and I wish both of them the best of luck in this coming matchup here. And we'll see how it goes. This is going to be kind of an interesting one for me. Like I said, I don't really pay attention to the other fleets in the course of these live streams, in the course of doing these commentary matchups, but I am very much interested in being able to continue to do these things, and going forward we're going to see what kind of strategies these guys take out for these next couple games, and we'll see who gets crowned the third place winner. So I am going to do my best here to switch back and forth between the Payne's viewpoint, which is Angel Rambo here, and then it looks like I got Diggin' Deeks over here on Twitch. We'll try and get some of his gameplay up as well. I've been informed that they are on a 5-minute delay right now, not a stream delay. I'm just doing the 2-minute stream delay, but I've been informed that one of the guys from Payne's is running about 5 minutes late, so he'll be in shortly. So just checking out the starting lineups here. Looks like they got the Miv. He'll be running a Summers build, okay, with the torpedoes. We have Quagzinki. I hope I said that right. Angel Rambo. We got Big Sip. Cruel Bass Bump, and then we got Galaxy Wolf. There we go. Good lineup. We have over on the Wolfpack side, we have JNS1, Diggin' Deeks, Ellison.
I'm here with
Uh-oh. Oh, we're going to do a ship switch. All right. For the sake of privacy here, I'm going to, you might have seen that, but for the sake of privacy, we'll give him a little privacy. That way he can pick a ship without us, looking at it. And we got Fergeized. We have Red Bowler, D-Force, and looks like Dan BRD. So that is going to be the starting 7 for the Wolfpack. And I was asked to have Diggin' Deeks. I was asked to have his stream muted. So as you guys can see right down here, it is muted. So whenever we switch over to the Wolfpack side here, we'll be muted on that side. Whenever we switch back over here to Payne, I don't think with Angel Rambo's stream here, I don't think any audio will come through. But you guys will just have to let me know in the chat. Again, I do apologize. We are running the 2-minute delay as a standard for these guys, so that they get a little bit of get a little privacy in the way that they do their tactics, and that way it prevents any stream sniping. But we still, I'm not accusing anybody. It's just a standard. It's just a precautionary thing that we do across the board. Just run the stream delay from our end, and then that way we can just mitigate that risk. With that being said, though, we are very happy to be able to stream some of these games and just have a good time with it. So I hope you guys enjoy. And I do have my chat open So if you guys have any questions, I will try and keep up with you the best I can. Hey, Dewan. What do you think, Dewan? Do I keep my head? Do I keep my ugly mug up there, or do I get rid of that thing? That way you guys can see me pick my nose. Figured you guys would like that. I know White Wolf will like it. Although I don't see White Wolf playing today. Oh, I wonder if he's the one that's running late. Oh no, it's high grade. High grade TT. All right. One of the Terror Tactics boys who has made his way over to Payne's Armada. Awesome. Looks like they're getting ready, getting readied up here, and we'll be underway here very shortly. Again, the first map is Land of Fire. Ace, I appreciate the comment, dude. Thank you very much for that. Like I said, I enjoy doing it, and hopefully Wargaming sees the same thing. You know, hopefully they see that we enjoy it too. All right, so Diggins got his lion going, and then we have Angel Rambo in the Monarch. So it does look like both fleets have decided to run 3 destroyers as their Joker Wild. And we do have one of those destroyers all by his lonesome on the south side of sea. Let's see if we can take a look at Diggin here and see what their setup looks like. It looks pretty much the same. I see that's a DD out there as well, so it's going to be DD on DD action over at sea, 1v1. Looks like a couple people are going to start heading that way to give that lone DD on sea cap some support. I would suspect the same thing going to happen here from our friends over at Payne's Armada. Looks like one cruiser going that way for sure. It does look like Angel Rambo though is going to set up the midpoint here to be able to shoot in all directions with the Monarch. Now the fun part about the Monarch is, especially with if he's running a Azure Lane Nelson build or anything like that, he can have access to 4 of those zombie heals, and as we saw from Feel My Flame yesterday, it can be really, really powerful. Especially when you get those heals back, and you can heal back anywhere from 20 to 30,000 of your health. That's a huge difference, especially when, you know, the meta in this game is HE spam and saturated superstructures and things like that. Sparty, I would love to make out with you sometime. Otherwise, I could always quote Billy Madison. No, I will not make out with you. Got Professor up here talking about chlorophyll or God knows what, and you're talking about making out. I'm here to learn, not to make out. Proceed with the chlorophyll. Alright. There's my movie rant done for you. Hey, Julian. Hey, Menacing. My prediction. Oh, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do the prediction. You guys do the predictions. I don't want to do it. Makes it sound like I'm rooting one way, and I'm really not. I want to keep this as steady and straight and narrow and level-headed as possible. So we got Ellison here in his Wichita. Looks like Angel Rambo's going to take a shot at him. No shots connected on that one, though. And I have no idea why I'm even wearing my headset. I don't have anybody in the booth with me. It makes no sense to wear that. You know what? Fuck you. Go over there. I didn't break it. Angel taking another shot here at the Wichita. He does connect with 1 penetration hit for 2,000. Alright, let's check out. Now that we know he's going to keep... Oh, no. Get off my screen. What the hell was that? No, bad. Okay, let's go check out Diggin' Deeks here for a sec. Okay. Diggins rolling up on the A flank here, so he is going to be engaged with Angel Rambo here. We got a Lion v Monarch hate crime about to happen. Oh, and we do have the Z-23 getting spotted from this angle too. Be interested if they can capitalize on getting him spotted, getting Payne's Armada's Z-23 destroyer spotted. You know, boys, I gotta say, I think that's probably a fair assessment. I do think Payne gave Wausau a very, very big, solid run for their money. That was some very competitive gameplay there in that semifinal. So I can't blame you. I would say that's tough to pick against them. But again, like I said, I want to keep this as straight and level as possible. You know, I'll let you guys decide. All right, so it does look like Angel Rambo is taking a little bit more damage here on these exchanges than what Diggin is. Let's go back to Angel's viewpoint here, and we'll see what we can spot. So, he does have the 4 heals ready and rocking to go here. He could heal back almost all of his health with what he's been, and there it is. He pops the first one right there. Chlorophyll, more like Borophyll, if you ask me. What's up, Boats? Boats over there, Boats and Hose is a Payne's Armada guy, so we'll, like I said, we'll be switching back and forth, and we wish Payne's the best of luck in this matchup. Alright, so we got, looks like we have, the Wolfpack Destroyers is cap and B right now. It's uncontested at this point, but I would suspect that they're going to be dropping into that cap very shortly. It does look like Payne's got a cap, but Ellison is doing a good job of contesting it here. See, this is the problem with this position right here, is if there's a battleship sitting right here, as long as somebody's right there to keep a radar or sonar up on Ellison, he's almost perma-spotted, kind of like what happened yesterday with Habib shooting at... was it the Anchorage or the Celtic? I can't remember. It could have been it could have been the Wichita too from I think it was the Wichita from Crimson Dragons. But you can see every time that he's getting hit here, it's doing damage. That was 3 hits in a fire, and it looks like it's permanent on Ellison. He's definitely trying to back out of there, but this could be a little too late at this point. It's a tough spot to try and put a cruiser there to contest a cap. Especially with him getting spotted by the Payne's Armada Z-23 destroyer over there. It looks like he's just east of A cap in between A and B. I would suspect once they get that radar cruiser Wichita off the board, I would suspect that destroyer might make a double destroyer play move on B cap here. Anybody's game yet here early on? Yeah, you're very welcome, Toadoff. You know, I don't know that anybody else was going to be covering it today, and I felt kind of bad about that too. So I wanted to make sure that these guys got a little bit of coverage, and like they said, they're still these two teams are still playing for something. Third place does mean something in this tournament. Whichever team wins this matchup is going to be receiving Tier 5 ships from the store, courtesy of Wargaming. So. This is nothing to scoff at. They are still playing for something. Not just bragging rights. Okay, we're seeing Angel Rambo take a shot here at the Low Yang Dan, and he does hit him. He does get him with 2 and a fire, but the big part is he gets a big reset with that, defended times 3 ribbons. All right, so Payne's Armada has lost one of their cruisers. I'm trying to see where they lost their cruiser from the mini-map up here. It looks like they lost this one right here. I'm trying to think of what happened, but looks like there was 2 cruisers up here, and now there's only 1. So that's the we call in the cop world, we call that the chalk line. the dead body is right there. So Down one ship, but it's anybody's game at this point. All right, let's go check out Diggin's stream over here on Twitch. Diggin's definitely in a rough spot here. He does have a destroyer over here, but I don't think the destroyer's in any position at this moment to throw torpedoes. But I think what he's got to worry about now is the MiV coming out to shoot him. And as long as MiV comes out to provide the spotting, the cruiser could potentially back off of that island over there on the west of ACAP and potentially start HE spamming him over the top of the island. Cruel Bass Bump looks like he's very low on health in the Summers, and he goes down. He goes down. It is 7 on 5 now at this point. The Wolfpack could definitely push this advantage, especially if they get a good salvo right here. If Diggin can get a good shot on that Z-23, that could really make that hurt. Each team has one cap. Again, it's anybody's game at this point yet with only 7v5. Looks like Diggin does get a nice fire set with 3 pens on the superstructure there to the MiV with his Azulane, New Jersey. But it looks like they were finally able to get one of the Wolfpack ships down. It looks like one of their cruisers went down there on the backside of west side of ACAP. Okay, so you can see that the Azulane, New Jersey was only lit on fire ×1, but if you look at those shots, you can see that his whole superstructure is burning. So guys, if you spot that in a standard game, as trying to teach you guys something, if you're newer to the game, if you see that, you know somebody's got to be running either a tank brawler build, or they're running the Fight Fire with Fire perk, which is definitely what MiV looks like he's doing right now. He's probably running an accuracy build using his legendary perk as Fight Fire with Fire. He is taking some big hits though from Diggin. Diggin's probably running that. He's probably running an Azulane Nelson build with Big 7, doing those big 16-inch AP slaps through the superstructure. I could see the MiV going down in this next salvo with a well-placed shot. Let's see what happens. Ooh, he gave up a lot of health in the process, but he got MiV. It is now a 6 on 3. 6 on 3, and they do control 2 of the caps. Let's go take a look back at Angel Rambo and check out what's going on in Angel's perspective. Yeah, this is a very, very rough spot for Payne's Armada to be in right now, down that many ships. It's going to be pretty much sealed the deal right here at this point with that amount of ships gone, as well as down 2-to-1 caps. So it is looking like this first game is going to go to the Wolfpack. Congratulations, guys. Angel doing everything he can right now to try and throw some damage down range. He's definitely got a quick reload on that. Did you guys see that? I think his AP reload was down to 16 seconds. That's pretty substantial when you're talking about a reload from a battleship. That tells me that he's running the Epic mod for sure on his main battery mod 3. 4th mod slot for a tier 7 battleship, guys. If you don't know what I'm talking about. I hate to say it, but it does look like it's pretty much just delaying the inevitable at this point. That's a lot of ships to contend with right now, and I would say that quite a few of them are low. A UFO D-Force is in there right now in his Lightning, so that must be a wildcard player. or a guest player, I think is what we call it over on the TFN network. You're allowed to bring in a guest player. There's nothing against the rules that says otherwise. But yeah, this is tough sledding for Angel and Payne's Armada at this point, being down 6-3. Potentially has a chance to get off a nice salvo to dig in here. I just don't know if there's enough AP penetration with those 15-inch guns on a Monarch to do a Citadel. I'm gonna say probably not, even if he does get a good hit on it. You're hearing both audios from the games. You shouldn't be. I have him muted. Well, the only way I can prevent that then is I just do that. I'll mute the desktop. I apologize for that, guys. Thank you for letting me know. So all desktop audio is muted now. You're not going to hear any of the in-game audio, unfortunately. It's the only way I can really get around that, though. Let me see if I can have both those muted, which they are. Now let me check on my Elgato here. Okay, so you should only be hearing from the desktop audio there. You guys should only be hearing Angel Rambo's commentary on that. But I can't just keep them muted. That's totally fine. I was asked to mute the audio for Diggin right here, but I was not asked to mute the audio for Angel Rambo. So I just wanted to, put that out there. I do appreciate you telling me that, though, Alice. Thank you. Like I said, it's like every time I do one of these commentary streams, something's always kind of different. And this time I actually do have, because because I'm doing the broadcast today of two fleets that I don't belong to, I actually do have permission to look at both of these live streams and then go back and forth between the two. Whereas opposed to when I have the Wausau boys going up against somebody, to prevent a conflict of interest, I will not touch the opposing team's live stream. I won't view it. I don't get the link. I don't want the link. Nothing. I strictly just stay to the Warfare at Sea stream, either coming from Vladdy over on Twitch or Habib over on YouTube. So again, my hats off to the Wolfpack on a brilliant game one. They played very well in that first game. Looks like we're probably going to see some ship switch-ups here. I don't know if Angel may have switched up his build here. It looks like he's running John Fisher on a Monarch. Okay, cool. You guys aren't hearing any more audio, though, from the games, are you? Again, you guys should have only been hearing any audio coming from Angel Rambo's game. Like I said, I was not asked to mute that, so. Looks like Diggin is running the Monarch with the John Fisher build, and wow, Angel Rambo is running the same ship with the same build. John Fisher looks like 16 Legend 2 though, as opposed to 16 Legend 3. So Diggins got a little bit of a higher rank on his commander build. Just a hair, though. So it looks like we're seeing... Payne's Armada is going to run 2 destroyers. And it looks like... the Wolfpack has 2 selected. I'm looking to see what the third one is. Looks like they went 2 destroyers, 3 cruisers as well. Okay. Again, it looks like another very very similar ship pick for this upcoming match here on Scandinavia. Boats, you weren't hearing both audios, though? Okay, gotcha. All right, we're underway. Let me see if I unmute this one, what it looks like for the audio on the... Yeah, so it looks like I'm just getting the audio from their standpoint. I can always turn that down a little bit here. All right, so it looks like Angel Rambo making a push toward the decap. He's going right side. So it looks like they're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pushing the right flank. And I just love the fact that I got this little clip in here. It's not coming off his screen right now. It's so funny. If you lose, I'm selling my Payne's Armada t-shirt I got from the thrift store. Sometimes I can't help myself. I gotta troll Angel a little bit. All right, so it's just map position developing here for Payne's Armada. Let's go take a look at the Wolfpack. Looks like Diggins heading the same side here, so we're going to see Monarch v Monarch action. See, this is always the tough spot to be in the battleship. You can't push too far forward. You're going to lose a lot of health from being pushed too far forward. But you can't be too far back. You got to be in the vicinity to help your two or three ships up there to cover them. So 2 HE pens for only 2,000 damage though on the mines. Alright, so it looks like we have a Wolfpack destroyer over on D right now. However, it does look like Payne's Armada has a destroyer cap in A right now. Looks like uncontested both ways. Looks like Payne's Armada's destroyer on D did just back into the D cap though, so that is being contested at this point. This puts the Wolfpack's cruiser that's over north side of A in a peculiar predicament with having to not push up too far and get smashed by a battleship or HE firebomb by another cruiser, but also still contest the cap and stop the points. So we have UFO's D-Force. He is playing in Anchorage for this game. Throwing that smoke there was probably a smart move, especially when you have a battleship bearing down on you. And a quick reloading one, too, with Angel Rambo's build. Yeah, you bet, Stars. Hey, Gillis. For everybody out there, I tried to get Gillis as a co-commentator today, having the angry Finnish folklore in here, but well, he was, what do we call that? Being resistant. Alright, so we're going to see Angel probably take a shot here at the Summers. Got AP loaded, but if he still hits him here, he can still do a pretty good chunk of damage. Good dodge from Red Bowler. Very good dodge. Alright, let's switch up and go to Diggins' view. He's pretty much right across from... Yep, he is right across from Angel Rambo there. Again, same ship, almost the same build. Yeah, not a bad move at all here from Diggin to hit the retreat button on this one. When you got Monarch and mains that can really saturate your superstructure with HE, it is not a bad move at all just to back out of that and keep your health pool intact. Galaxy Wolf looks like he is making a super aggressive move in his Wichita right through decap. Curious to see if Diggin's going to be able to go out there and take advantage of that kind of maneuver. I wouldn't be surprised to see AP loaded here, and we'll see what happens. Ooh, if he'd have held on to that salvo for maybe a couple more seconds, he could have used it on the Lo Yang for sure. He does get one penetration for just a hair under 3,000, but when we're talking about a mines and what it's able to do and the time it takes to reload. Oh, man, that's tough. That's a tough break when you're playing a Monarch. These look like good shells of the Lo Yang, though. Very good shells, 4,000 damage. And a fire to boot. With a firm, you can get as low as 0% APR financing. Great. Nobody gives a shit. Thank you, ads. All right, let's go take a look at Angel Rambo here. He looks like he's in a good position here. He can actually use his front gun, still shoot, and not be spotted. So this is really good map positioning, especially if you have spotting from your friendly destroyer, which I see out there at 7.0. So his Lo Yang is out there spotting everybody, and he is able to put shots down range. Yes, Gillis, you're being evasive. Stop being evasive. You come on into Yonkonomics live stream and do co-commentary with me and teach the world how to swear in English with a Finnish accent. There we go. Angel Rambo does get a fire on Diggin. Not sure if he has a damage control ready to go or not. Let's take a look. Oh no, he is on damage cooldown right now. He's got 35 seconds to repair that. That is interesting. Again, the nice thing about the Monarch is you have access to those zombie heals. You just get so much health back when you're able to pop one of those heals. So Payne's Armada has swung through D cap. They were able to get the point swinging back their way by capping D. Curious to see how much health is left out there. That Payne's low yang is very, very low. Angel's gonna try and blind fire the smoke screen there, the Summers. Bold strategy, Cotton, but it doesn't pay off. Unfortunately, what that does, though, too, is that keeps Angel spotted for a little bit more time. Ooh, a very well-timed... There we go. A very well-timed radar from Galaxy Wolf, and down goes Frazier. Payne is fighting back here in Game 2. They have a 7-on-5 advantage with two caps to 2 caps here. That point swing is just enough to give it about 140. Under 4 minutes to go. Sparty thinks he should have stayed and did Netflix and chill with his boat. Gotcha. I mean, I got to tip my hat here to Payne. They came up with a nice strategy here. They got 2 cruisers, a destroyer, and they got Angel Rambo pushing straight through that cap to get their destroyer out of the game, and then Diggins pretty much living on borrowed time at this point. Looks like he's doing just about everything in his power just to stay alive. He's not... But what they do here is they push his guns completely out of the game. So he's completely behind an island. He can't use his guns, and they're getting the points from Delta Cap. Looks like Angel's gonna focus his attention on Vergeesd. I'm surprised. I'm kind of surprised Angel hasn't loaded HE at this point with the Agilane, New Jersey sitting right there. I would think he'd want to get the damage cooldowns popping on that big superstructure. There it is. Now he switched. Okay. Hey Rolo, yeah, Sparty's got it for you there, man. It's 1-0 Wolfpack right now. This is game 2. It does look like Payne's Armada is going to sneak this one out, though. The points gain is up to 900 on this one. And the Agilane New Jersey goes down too. That's a big point swing. That pushes them all the way up to 937. So they have a 200-point lead here. As long as they don't lose 2 or 3 ships here by the end, I think they'll be okay. Ooh, big hit there on Diggin. Angel Rambo with the AP shots. These are looking very accurate too from his Monarch. Yeah, with a minute 30 to go, I'm gonna have to say this is gonna be tough for the Wolfpack to try and swing this one back. I'm seeing a 1-1 tie matchup going into Game 3. And I don't see Payne's Armada's Destroyer making a mistake to get spotted here. But even if at this point in the game with a minute left, I gotta say this is pretty much wrapped up for Payne's Armada. They're gonna take Game 2. Angel does have enough time here at the end to swing a cap his way, but this is World of Warships, where the caps are everything and the points don't matter. Diggins going to come out here and do the valiant effort. He might be able to get Salad Fingers in his mains, but... Ooh, no, that's going to end the game with that kill. GG, Payne's Armada. Yeah, Ellis, I got to agree with you, man. That was that Long Yang took a big bop from somebody. I'm not really sure who it was either. You know, that's the unfortunate part. And I know we talked about it yesterday with Aaron and with Kaiser's on. It would be nice to have a free cam, you know, like a free cam to do stuff like this as a spectator mode. But you know, it takes man hours, and what does Wargaming stand to benefit from that? I'm not too sure. Not sold on that happening anytime soon. So does look like they're gonna make some ship change-ups here. Not seeing a whole lot of change-up from our Wolfpack friends here. They got 6 loaded up right now, so that means only one person's making a change on that in that account. Looks like we have 5 that have left over from Payne's Armada side to potentially change ships or builds. So Angel Rambo this time is going to come out of the battleship, and he's going to do a destroyer. This is going to be really fun for us to watch because it's not often that we get the streamer doing destroyer things. Now, again, I was not privy to the stream that when it was the semifinals against Warfare at Sea Atlantic and Payne, when I do know that Angel was playing as Ostergotland for a game or two. But this is the first time that I think I'm going to be able to see something other than battleship and cruiser. Might be fun to kind of highlight some of those things in this regard. All right, well, they're getting readied up. I'm going to be right back. 1-1, Menacing. 1-1. I thought they were loading into the game here. What happened? Oh, they forgot to change the map? There it is. Now they changed it. Tears of the Desert. Here we are in Tears of Desert. Okay, so again, it does look like Diggin and Angel Rambo are going to be faced off against each other on the same side of the map here. Looks like they both have hit C-cap. Not to do a Captain Obvious kind of move here, but you know, this map as opposed to some of the others are very, very crucial for these battleships to still be able to keep their guns in play while maintaining some sort of crossfire protection around these islands here on C-cap. As we saw from the finals game yesterday between Warfare at Sea Atlantic and the Crimson Dragons. Crimson Dragons were able to get a victory on this map based off of how well one of their battleships, which I believe was the Massachusetts, in this exact spot right here, was able to stay alive and keep himself and keep his guns in the game for a very, very long time. So we got the MIV spotted kind of broadside. Say it, Jank, don't spray it. Does that ever make you wonder if, like, watching an NFL game, how much spit Troy Aikman or Joe Buck cover a microphone with by the end of a game? Especially in cold weather. So it looks like the MIV is being spotted right now by the Wolfpack's destroyer. So that means this cruiser here looks like he's able to shoot as long as nobody's spotting him from behind that island. With Wolfpack's destroyer breaking contact, that means he's not going to be able to spot him for a whole lot longer. Although he does get spotted here. I'm not sure if that was a salvo spot from shooting back at somebody or if that was actually the destroyer, but I would say at that range it almost appears that he was spotted by shooting his guns. All right, let's go take a look at Angel Rambo and his Summers. So here we are in the classic I'm a good destroyer player move. Ooh, those are looking good. Oh, good. Is it going to be a dodge? Nope. He's going to get him with one. Anytime you can hit a torpedo, it's good salvo, so well done, Angel. Doing the classic destroyer backing down in the cap maneuver. Now, unfortunately, he is close enough that the Ochakov could counter radar him off that cap. We'll see what happens. Again, I don't get to cover destroyer gameplay a whole lot because our destroyer players, well, like Gillis in chat's one of them, and then we have And then we have Todoff, and neither one of them have any of the streaming capabilities or software to want to do it. So this is kind of fun for me to actually get to talk a little bit about what Angel's doing here with the Summers. So there it is, right on cue almost, with the counter radar to get him pushed off the cap so that he ain't capping or contesting that base. I would say for the most part, Angel did a decent job of dodging that stuff. He only lost about 3,000 health off of that radar, so that's not bad at all. That's very good dodge, very good gameplay for Angel. And it does look like Wolfpack got somebody. The Wolfpack got a Panzer Armada destroyer. And it does look like Angel has support. There is a cruiser very wide out there in support of him over on the islands. As you guys can see from right about here. I would say that's southeast of C-Cap. Boats and Hose with a $5 kind of dickish super chat towards Aaron. For keeping Aaron out of the commentary today. Aaron, man. You have fans everywhere you go, dude. Thanks, Boats. I appreciate it, man. Unfortunately for Panzer Armada, this looks like kind of a stalemate down here at sea. He is finally swinging some points back his way, but I would suspect at some point that the Wolfpack destroyer will be back on the cap to contest. They are losing the points though on B cap. The Wolfpack made a very good run getting one of their 3 destroyers over onto B, capping it quick and then getting off of it. So the point swing is pretty substantial at this point, just from having B cap in the center and then having one of the destroyers gone from Panzer Armada. You're looking at a 150 point swing there. And the Wolfpack destroyer is back on C cap, contesting Angel Rambo. Boy, that cruiser looks very low on health. That Ochakov is very, very low. You'd like to see that end a little bit differently for Angel from his perspective. You want to get that destroyer to open up their guns on you first before you throw that smokescreen, because as soon as they open up their guns, and if they don't have a smokescreen ready to go, they'll kind of be perma-spotted by the cruiser or battleship that's in the area protecting Angel. Kind of unfortunate in that regard, but it's one of those trade-offs in the middle of the game. You can make small mistakes. You can make sometimes a really good play, and I would say right there I probably would have waited a tick before I'd have popped that smoke. Although with him getting out of it, it does act as a good distraction for enemy torpedoes. I would imagine that the Summers probably shot at least 1 or 2 racks into that smokescreen, hoping to hit Angel. And there's another rack right on cue. Unfortunately, Panzer Armada is down 3 ships at this point. They're down 4 to 7. Let's go take a look at Diggin' stream, and we'll see what's going on with Diggin'. Hey, look, everybody. New Balance. fucking Twitch. Angel briefly spotted there, but again, he's got a lot of health. Miv here is hurting for hurting on health. If he goes down here, this is going to be rough for Angel to try and do anything. Again, this was almost reminiscent of going down one ship very early and then having a cap points being swung one way for a very long time. The Wolfpack was able to get one of Payne's Armada's destroyers out of the game very, very early in this match, and I didn't see who it was, and I didn't even see when it happened. But the Wolfpack was able to cap B-cap, and they've had the points swinging from B-cap their way the entire game. So when something like that happens so early on in the game, where you lose all of the spotting, all of the cap contesting from one of your destroyers so early on in the game, it is really, really difficult to come back from that. It looks like the Wolfpack is going to swing Game 3 in their favor. I agree, Boats. I think you should relax too. You know, I totally understand that you're just being serious. Hey, Bravo. How you doing, brother? And on that note, the MIV is down. With just 2 destroyers left and a cruiser and a full team complement here from the Wolfpack. It's, I would say, the nails in the coffin for Paynes in Game 3 here, unfortunately. You know, because we pretty much were only able to spot anything going on here on this side of the map from C. You can see what must have happened up on the A cap with how many ships came from up that way. The Wolfpack was able to do a fantastic job of getting A, keeping B, and now they've held off Payne's Armada on C so long that it's pretty much in the bag at this point. Nice little hit from digging on Angel here. Streamer on streamer content. Wow's Legends memes. Thanks, man. No, I appreciate that, dude. It means a lot to me. You know, especially when it comes from other content creators too, man. I appreciate that. It's just, I'll be honest with you. I know these guys. I know what these guys are going through, and I totally get it, and I totally understand. It's extremely stressful to be playing these games, and I like I said, I could only imagine. It's just, it's not the easiest to always come in and do commentary on this stuff too. Like, I'm always stressed out when I'm coming to do commentary. I just want to make sure I don't make myself look like an ass or say something stupid on live stream, because you know, this isn't scripted. This is just, you know, some veterans of the game looking at other gameplay here and being used to talking to people over a microphone and across the world, and you just kind of, you hope that you put on a good show, but at the end of the day, it's still a lot of talking. I mean, it's almost, you know, we're almost an hour into this thing right now, and it's just me running the show today. It's solo commentary from old Jank over here. Camera might be out of focus. Let me check on it. Yeah, we're pretty much in mop-up time anyway. Well, it looks like the camera's alright. Like I said though, guys, I appreciate you telling me stuff like this. It keeps me on my toes here to check to make sure audio, visuals, all that stuff are still working. It might come in and out of focus too. You never know. Alright, so congratulations to the Wolfpack for a Game 3 win. That brings us to two brothers. Either the Wolfpack wins 3-1, or they force a Game 5. We'll see what happens. Looks like Diggin may be staying with his Monarch here. Angel looks like he may have switched up his ship, and he did. He's going Ostergotland with a Jersey Swirsky build. And then just doing a little bit of background research, we do know that Angel really loves his Ostergotland. That's like, I guess, his bread and butter from what I've heard. Thanks, Jonathan. Yeah, we sure did, brother. We sure did. Like I said, though, I say we only as a member of the team, but they did all the legwork, man. I just got to do the highlights and stream it and have a good time with that. So as long as everybody seems happy with the content and they're okay with me doing those streams, man, it's been my honor. It's been a privilege. Been my honor and been a privilege for sure. You know, with how many of these streams we've knocked out though in the last couple of weeks, I'll be honest, I'm spent too. We need a couple weeks off to recuperate from all this Ocean Cup content. Looks like we'll get maybe 2 or 3 weeks before the Super Cup fires up, but yeah, I'm tired. It's kind of like when you got all that overtime at work and I'm working 12-hour shifts and you know, you're trying to be a dad at the same time and then get maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours of your day to come do a live stream like this. It really does kind of take a lot out of you. So if my wit and my banter ain't up to the A+ game that I'm usually used to bringing, I apologize for that today, guys. I felt bad when it looked like nobody was going to be, you know, it looked like nobody was going to be streaming any of the content today. I just kind of felt bad. I was like, nah, man, we got to make sure these guys get a little bit of coverage. And again, it's not like they're not playing for anything. They're playing for a third-place victory, and it's not just bragging rights. Wargaming is going to give a third-place victor a free Tier 5 ship from the store, up to 10 players. All right, here we go. Game 4, two brothers. All right, so Payne's Armada, they're down 2-1 here. They have to win the next two games. They have to win two brothers, and if they get the chance to go to Game 5, they will have to win that one over on Greece. So we'll see what happens here. Initially off the bat, Angel's going to spawn right there with the middle ships, loading HE, and he's going to head left. Now we saw some interesting gameplay yesterday from Warfare at Sea Atlantic. I believe it was Only Flames made a late mid push up through the middle of two brothers, and he ended up swinging one of those caps back towards Warfare at Sea Atlantic's side for at least a brief time. It was just enough to get the victory on that fourth game for Warfare at Sea and seal the deal. We'll head on over here to Diggin. Diggin's in his Monarch. He looks like he is. He spawned left, and he's going to be north of DCAP. Okay. He's going to have Cruiser Destroyer support. So Diggin and Angel will not be facing off against each other in this one. And originally, I thought Angel was running as Oster. He must have made the change. Yeah, he certainly did. He made the change. He's going back to a Monarch build. Okay. So I thought for a sec he loaded up with the Oster. If you guys already haven't done so, by all means, go over and give these guys a follow on Twitch. I know Angel's streaming to YouTube, but that's like his secondary account. He's got just about 1,000, or he just hit 1,000 followers over on Twitch. So give him a follow. It looks like Diggin's got a Twitch handle, so give these guys a follow if you find them. It means a lot to them. Those front guns look pretty accurate. Let's see if he gets a hit on Miv. No, unkind. Again, gun's looking pretty accurate. Watching Diggin's build here, he must have some sort of accuracy specs into that. They are running that John Fisher build, though. It looks like both him and Angel Rambo run the John Fisher. If I remember correctly, I do believe John Fisher was the Advent Calendar commander that you got for the British battle cruisers, if I remember correctly. So, interesting to see those guys unit. I would love to interview one of these guys afterwards and just see what they see in that commander, as opposed to like maybe an Azure Lane Nelson or an Azure Lane Hood. Looks like we're gonna have Diggins nestled up in this island here, just north of D. He does have the Low Yang spotted. I would expect HE to be going down range at any moment. There it is. No hits, no runs, no errors, nobody left on base. That's frustrating. When you get a destroyer spotted at that range, God, that's frustrating as a battleship player when not a single shell hits. Galaxy Wolf pushing out here a little bit with his Wichita. I'm guessing he's got a radar involved in this somewhere. Now the Wolfpack is down 2 ships. They are working. They're going to be working from behind here. They do have 2 caps, but they're down 2 ships. And that was a big double fire there from Diggin on the Wichita. Galaxy Wolf lost a big chunk of health in that exchange. But again, Wolfpack down 2 ships. If Wolfpack loses this game, they will force the game 5. Pains can force a game 5. The unfortunate part here, though, for Payne's Armada is being down the 2 ships so early on in the game with less than 5 minutes in. We shall wait and see if they are able to hold it off. We'll go take a look here at Angel Rambo and his Monarch. Hey, Exile. It is currently Wolfpack 2-1 over Payne's Armada. Again, guys, sorry about the stream delay. It's just a standard precautionary thing, and it's also a courtesy thing that we do a 2-minute delay. That's been pretty much the bare minimum for everybody across the board, and they do appreciate it. So we are seeing these games about 2 minutes behind when it actually happened. Very interesting to see Angel take that torpedo and then not pop the damage control. He must just know that he's okay with the letting it flood out for a little bit with his zombie heals ready to go. Must be thinking that the other destroyer or somebody that's going to be able to HE spam them from that position has got their torpedoes or their guns ready to go. There it is. He was anticipating more torpedoes coming. He does luck out here, so sometimes the gamble pays off, sometimes it doesn't. Oh, and here's the other rack. Okay, that's what he was waiting for. Good move on Angel's part to be able to sense that there was more than one destroyer here launching torpedoes. It looks like Angel and Salad Fingers are using their ship numbers advantage here to their benefit. They're going to be able to swing a cap, which they just did. And now I would expect them to push that advantage maybe a little bit further. I think Angel led those shots maybe just a bit too much. He did get one penetration, though, so good on him. Good shot. A penetration hit on a destroyer at that range is still worth a good 2-3K. Looks like he ripped off about 2,000 on that one penetration hit. And Salad Fingers goes down. With Salad Fingers going down in his mains, though, and the fact that Payne's Armada right now has 3 caps, they really don't have to push any harder than what they're doing right now. All they got to do is play defense. And that's what I would anticipate them doing right now. If they can make a concerted counter-offensive push to get rid of that destroyer in the smoke screen, that'll be, I would say that would probably wrap up a win here for Payne's Armada. And an Ochakov torpedoed a destroyer. Wait a minute. They did. They just got that destroyer. It was an Ochakov torpedo from Galaxy Wolf, I believe. Wow. The things you see, man. You can't make that up. Was that Galaxy? No, I don't think it was Galaxy Wolf. Who was that over in the Ochakov? Whoever it was, though, they got one of those 8-kilometer torpedoes from the Ochakov on that Loyang. Dev Strike. Hey, Manchez. Manchez, I don't know that the Monarch is an interesting pick. The Monarch is a very, very good pick. Since they gave it a buff, it's got 60,000 health. If you use the correct commander, it's got access to 4 of those zombie heals. It's got a super quick reload, and the HE is British HE. It's actually very good. I gotta say, I think the Monarch is probably one of the more competitive battleship picks in this whole during the course of this whole Tier 7 Ocean Cup 3 battles. Wargaming finally did the Monarch some justice, and they gave it the buff it needed, and they turned it into a very, very, very good battleship. And as you see right there, Angel just took care of the Ochakov, overmatched his bow with the 15-inch AP. Here's the only struggle with the Monarch. With the 15-inch AP, you're not going to do a whole lot, so that's why you just keep the HE loaded. And then you use those zombie heals to your advantage. So Angel's thinking smart here. He's thinking, I got this 15-inch, short fuse AP. I'm gonna put this thing in a superstructure, and he just did about 10 grand of that to Fergies in his Azure, New Jersey. And it looks like, Fergies is gonna go down to a torpedo salvo. Oh, that's funny. Wasted. Oh, Angel's trolling. Angel's trolling. You're sassy, Angel. You're supposed to be a good team sport. Unfortunately, Diggin is down to the last is down in the last ship, and that's it. Payne's Armada tying it back up 2-2. We're going to the grand finale, man. The big tamale, the hot potato. It's for all the mortals. The German word for Greece is Griechenland. I like that. Looks like Angel going to be sticking with the Monarch. So again, guys, we have Payne's Armada is forced to Game 5. We are heading to Greece. All right, it's just easier to look at Angel Rambos because it's in English when they pick the ships. Angel Monarch, we got... I want to say it's his name's Kwok. Kwok's in Loyang. Big Sip, Ochakov. Miv, New Jersey. Salad's going back to the mains. Cruel Bass is in the Summers. Okay. 2 destroyers, 3 cruisers. On the same token, we have Diggin and the Wolfpack here. Fergie's going back to Azuline, New Jersey. D-Force Mains. Allison Celtic. JNS Ochakov. We got Red Bowler Summers. And yeah, they're doing the same. So it's going to be a 2 destroyer, 3 cruiser match. Here it is. This next match will decide who takes third place. We'll start out taking a look at Diggin here, and we'll go from there. All right, so the Wolfpack is Team 1. They're on the north side of the map. We have Payne's Armada on south side is Team 2. See, this spawn here. This spawn here is one of the most frustrating spawns to me personally in standard matches because it's so wide open going across this way to Greece that you have to take one of the widest angles to get through here without being spotted. I'm curious to see what Diggin's going to be able to do with this. It looks like he is angled into a very aggressive push here. I'm curious to see how hard he's going to get hit on the way over to this spot. I know, Toad Off. I saw the same thing with Wasted. It's so funny, man. I did notice just now, though, that Diggin has taken his Lion into this one instead of the Monarch. Curious to see if the Lion performs a little bit better for him as opposed to the Monarch. Taking an HE salvo at the Ochakov there for Big Sip. Does get a nice shot there, though. 2 penetrations for 5,200. Sip is able to give it right back, though, with lighting a fire on his bow. We'll see if he's able just to maintain the one fire throughout the duration, or if he does damage control it at some point. He is unspotted, it looks like. Potentially, he could damage con this. Looking for a shot at Salad Fingers in his mains, but he's tucked behind that island pretty good. He's going to try and launch a salvo through the gap here. We'll see what happens. Nope, not enough arc. Guns were too flat. Alright, let's duck out and take a look at Angel. Angel got ripped off a good shot at somebody here. He just got 4 penetrations for about 8K. Opposite flanks for our streamers in this one. We have Diggin on the north side of A, and we have Angel south side C. Noticing a radar maneuver here. We have the radar going up here. He's got the Celtic spotted. Ellison is spotted in the wide open here. But they also have the Loyang very low. The Wolfpack Loyang is very, very low. It's just the gun traverse is so slow for Angel. He can't capitalize. Still got the radar going. Boy, we're seeing a close game here in the making. Each team has 1 destroyer on A cap contesting. They each have a cruiser on B contesting as well. This is almost very, very similar gameplay with how they have their ships positioned on the map.
Titanic, hello, goodbye. Hello, goodbye. Au revoir, merci beaucoup.
Couple ships spotted for digging here. We're gonna go back over by. Oh, he had the spot through the jaws of the alligator there. Not able to really do anything with it, but it's always interesting to get somebody spotted right through that gap. Ellison maybe pushing up just a hair too much here. We'll see what kind of damage Angel Rambo can put on him through his bow. He does get 4 pens and a fire on Ellison and his Celtic. Ellison's in a tough spot here. He's got a cruiser on B that can shoot him. He's gonna need Fergies to really push up here and try and get rid of Angel Rambo, or at least try and subdue one of these cruisers to keep the spam off of them. Because TWP is down 1 ship. They did lose a cruiser. It looks like potentially one of the. It looks like the cruiser they lost might have been on the backside of B. Angel had AP loaded for the salvo, but he had the quick switch up to the HE here. I would suspect he'd keep it loaded until Fergies is out of here with his Azure New Jersey. Not the best shell grouping on this one, but maybe he gets lucky. He sure does. 4 pens and on fire. Lo Yang spotted. He's also very low on health. I would say Pain's Armada at this point here in Game 5 with a slight advantage. Shells out from Angel. These are looking good. Can they get the Lo Yang? Oh, just missed. Potential for the Lo Yang to go down here. We're gonna stick with Angel's stream here and see what happens. Shots going downrange to the Lo Yang, and Lo Yang on Lo Yang action. Wolfpack's Lo Yang is down. It is now a 6v5 advantage. Does look like they traded destroyers on that one, so both Lo Yangs end up going down in the contest. Definitely some maneuvering going on here. It looks like Pain's Armada's cruiser that was here going up against Ellison and his Celtic. It looks like he was trying to make a flanking maneuver to push him out towards Angel Rambo. It's working for right now. You got Fergized, who's very low on health with his Azuline, New Jersey. You have Ellison, who potentially could be overmatched pretty hard here if he gets hit with AP. Down goes Fergized. HE loaded, but I would suspect AP on the very next salvo. Yep, here it comes. Gets 3 pens and a fire on that one. All he's got to do now is just overmatch the bow. And he does have cruiser support coming up from the rear, and those are big Citadel hits. Big Citadel hits. Angel and his cruiser here were able to do exactly what they need to do, which is dislodge the Celtic. They get rid of the battleship, and now they can push the advantage. Galaxy Wolf is that... Ooh, the ram going on. That's interesting. I didn't see that one going down quite that way. That's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him. I'm not sure if that was planned or not. That could have been an oops, or that could have been just a last desperation thing from Ellison to be able to do that ram there. That's definitely a good trade-off for Ellison going down on health like that and being able to get a player like Galaxy Wolf off the board when he's got a lot of health in his Wichita. So I'm definitely curious what the thought there was, if that was Ellison that pushed that ram, or if that was Galaxy Wolf that just conceded defeat. But I would have to say Ellison had a good ram there. That's a good move on his part. Unfortunately, it's a 4v3. We'll see what happens for the rest of this one. Angel's got a lot of health in his Monarch, and all he's got to do is get a couple good shells on Diggin here. Let's switch up to Diggin's view and let's see what goes on here. Looks like he just got lit with a fire. All right, here's his view. Here's his vantage point. Yep, he's on a damage cooldown. This is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt Diggin pretty bad. He cannot heal back any of this for a good 45 seconds. That victory is inching very, very closer. It's inching ever closer to Pain's Armada's way at this point. They do have A cap. Pain's Armada has C cap, and then it looks like Diggin just got reset by Angel Rambo there. That's a big salvo. That's a really big salvo there from Angel. Yeah, Diggin's in a pickle right now. I mean, he's definitely got the fight fire with fire build going on, but now that he gets spotted in reverse here, this might do it. A well-placed shot will do it. Yep, it does. Down goes Diggin. JNS is in a firefight with the other Ochakov and Big Sip on Pain's Armada. go back to Angel Ramble's viewpoint here, vantage point. So we did see from Diggins' perspective that there is a destroyer there on B cap, but it looks like Angel's got a friendly destroyer right there too. Very low on health, mind you, but he is right there. It's still a very, very close game here in Tier 5, but it is inching very close to in the way of Payne's Armada. I may not have to sell my Payne's Armada thrift store t-shirt after all. Wow, big salvo from Miv, taking the Ochkov down with him. So Wolfpack's Ochkov was able to take care of Payne's Armada's Ochkov, but he wasn't able to get away from the big shells of... Oh, there we go, here we go. We might see the final salvo of the game. Here it is. You know, I'm surprised Angel didn't turn in here. At that range, just turn in and get your guns on him, brother. I'd have played the RNG card right there, I think. I would have turned in. With HE loaded, I think that would have been a clear kill. Passive maneuver, but you know, Angel stays in the game, and it's a with 5 seconds to go here. Payne's Armada, or no, 50 seconds to go here. Payne's Armada, they're up with 2 caps. Boy, that's just a long way. That's a long way to go for the Wolfpack here in Game 5 with just the 1 destroyer left. 40 seconds to go, and about 130 point lead going towards Payne's Armada. And we're down to 15 seconds. The Wolfpack Summers had to make something happen there at the end. He just wasn't able to do it. Oh, we got the air horns going off for Angel Rambo. Oh, man. Wow, we won a full 5 games on this one, guys. Incredible. And in the 11th hour of the 5th game, Payne's Armada, guys. Payne's Armada, well done. Our 3rd place victor, they will be getting Tier 5 ships from the store from courtesy of Wargaming. Well done, Payne's Armada. Congratulations to you guys. That was some good gameplay. Seriously, that was awesome. We went to 5 games, man. That was awesome. And now I'm thoroughly spent. Oh, man. Talking and keeping you guys entertained for an hour and... Holy shit, an hour and a half. 5 games, guys. I won 5 games as a solo commentator. Oh. I'm trying to get Angel Rambo on a Discord phone call for you guys. We'll see if we can do a little bit of an interview. Angel, answer your phone. Dickhead. Angel, I'm trying to call you, you fucking weirdo. I'm trying to Discord phone call you. $200 count in. Listen to you, dude.
You ain't all that in a bag of potato chips.
Battery on my phone's gonna die, man. I'm trying to call you so much. Just like your biggest fan and all, and you're just ignoring me. Hey, there we go. Hot damn, I didn't think you were like ignoring me or anything.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I kept hearing that sound of like the call, and I'm like, I thought somebody else. I thought it was in your stream. I was watching it. It's all bad.
Congratulations, Angel.
Thank you, man. You too.
Going down to the big game 5, brother.
Yeah.
Okay, so my first question was, right at the end of that game, I was actually surprised you didn't turn into that Summers there for a big grand finale HE salvo blast on him. What was your thoughts on that?
What I did there was, not only like the time, like I didn't really need the kill anyway, but if I definitely needed the kill, I would have turned. But my guns were in front, and then I looked back. I was trying to figure out like where I was spotting somebody from. By the time I turned back, he was already kind of like halfway across my screen. So like that traverse speed on the monitor being as fucking trash as it is, I didn't trust it. And also my dispersion the entire match was horrible. And I didn't want to like turn in and then all of a sudden shotgun everywhere and then lose the game for my team. So I'd rather just play safe and not go for like the flashy kill.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too, because we even highlighted that earlier in that game where it was like, man, you had a couple different ships spotted with Galaxy Wolf's radar going off there, but you just couldn't get your guns turned on any of them.
The communication, needs work for sure, but the plan was for me to protect Galaxy's flank, and Celtic was spotted, and then when they radared, my guns weren't turned that way. So that's just like a chemistry thing that we got to build off of, but I think overall we performed really well.
Yeah, definitely. Once you guys get that chemistry down, that's going to be something special to watch. You guys are good players.
Right.
What do you got to say about all that? That was 5 games, man. Think about that for a second. We went 5 games. Was that the first time in this entire tournament somebody went 5 games? I think it was.
I know for us for sure. I don't know. I can't speak for everybody else or the other teams, and especially the European teams. I wasn't necessarily following their path, but I was told that too. Yeah, I was very sweaty. I just got to say one thing: fuck Tears of the Desert, dog. God damn it, dude! That fucking map. I swear to God.
Oh, that's awesome,
dude. One tiny thing can fuck that map right over, man. You just can't. You cannot make mistakes on that map.
Yeah, I don't mean to. I definitely don't mean to put somebody in the what the hell you call it? Put him in the limelight in a bad way. But who ended up eating that? Who ended up eating that one from you guys? Because that cost you the game.
I think losing the middle, for sure. I mean, when it's a 1v1 in the middle, but technically it wasn't because the Monarch played a really good series, and
Okay.
he waited and waited. And I was watching from my side at Charlie. I'm like, okay, why is that Monarch looking that way? And then I realized that it was a 1v1 with our Lo Yangs, and I mean, he's not going to win that with support from that Monarch.
Yeah.
He was hitting his shots, dude. That dude was on fire.
Yeah, and I think that was their. I think that was. I think that was Diggin. I think that was their streamer.
Yeah, he was fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah, he had some good moments in that Monarch. I think you guys both did though. We had some comments in the chat here about the Monarch. A couple different ones that people are not used to seeing the Monarch, but after the wargaming buff, they really turned that ship into a very competitive, very good ship for having in comp play, I would say.
Yeah, I got the Monarch just a little over a year ago, and I haven't really played a whole lot with it, but I did notice that, like, when it hits, dude, your incapacitation rate is way higher than if you would with the Lion. My main reason for picking that was basically just down to reload, DPM, and then tankiness. I can get my reload down to like 19, which is pretty disgusting, even though my dispersion wasn't great, but I still was able to hit shots on most of the salvos and out DPM at least their battleships. So,
All right, I think the question on everybody's mind: what tier 5 are you picking?
well, why don't I make the decision right now? Actually,
Oh, I'm putting you on the spot. I'm putting you on the spot.
I haven't even really looked. Probably the Albany. Just kidding.
The what?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my god. Well, I'm not sure I have a whole lot more questions ready to go here, but man, I just want to say congratulations. Thanks for taking the call, and we got your audio included here so everybody can hear you.
I appreciate it. Thank you guys for everything. I appreciate the commentators, all support from the fans and the viewers and stuff. So keep supporting these content creators. They're doing a fantastic job, and this is just going to keep going. This ship is steered by everybody's support. This isn't just a one-man thing. This isn't just a few people in a group. This is the entire community coming together, building something really awesome, and showing Wargaming what's up. So, yeah.
Did you hit 1,000 yet on Twitch?
I'm really close.
You're really close. Well, let's.
Yeah,
well, shit, brother. Let's get you there. Everybody's still watching. If you haven't already done so, go give Angel Rambo a follow on Twitch. He is super close. Hold on, I'm actually like they can see my screen right now. Yet, let me see what you're at here. Angel Rambo Jr. Look at that, 993. Come on, 7. All he needs is 7. Give him 7, guys. Give him 7 for 1,000 followers. All right, Angel. Last question I have for you.
Yeah.
When the hell are we meeting at Mackinaw's for beers, man?
Shit. Now that this is over, we probably even go next weekend or something.
Yes. Date night with Angel Rambo.
We got to do an IRL though for the fans.
Are you kidding me? His creamy skin. Oh, it's like dessert. It's dessert. I'm just being a weirdo, dude. Thanks so much for jumping in for the comments, the questions. That was a hell of a show. You guys did great. I got to tip my hat. I got to tip my hat too to Wolfpack. I think they played awesome too. But that was those 5 games were probably some of the coolest shit we've seen yet on stream. At least when it comes down to like going all the way out to the game 5 and just good comp play, man. Good stuff.
I think what I liked most is like every game was close. It wasn't like a landslide either way. It was just a brawl fest, and I absolutely enjoyed myself. So
yeah, for sure.
TWP.
All right, brother. You take care of yourself. Go say hi to the fam for Jank.
I will, man. You take care.
You too, brother. Later.
Later.
All right, guys. I don't know if anybody from the Wolfpack wants to jump in or not. If anybody out in the Wolfpack is still in the chat right now, we'll try and get you on a Discord audio call like we just did with Angel Rambo. If not, though, it's totally okay. Like I think it's hard to realize for people who aren't participating in these tournaments that it is just it's very taxing. You got to think about this. It's almost every single weekend. You're making a commitment for about 2 to 3 hours on either a Saturday or Sunday to play these games. And when you're playing these games, it's not. This isn't like sitting down to play some AI or play some standard with your hubbies, man. It is seriously stressful, and I think it's a big relief for a lot of people to finally be done with all this. But at the same time, I know that not everybody's always, willing to want to chat after these games. So thanks, Angel, and let's see. I'm actually gonna text for Geezed. I'm gonna see if anybody from Wolfpack wants to come in. We'll get that a minute or two and see if anybody wants to come in from those guys. Oh. Boy, these streams are kind of difficult when you're doing these when you're doing this commentary audio solo. We've been at it for an hour and 47 minutes, man. I know this wasn't my best audio commentary when it comes to doing these games, but man, you go to a game 5 and it's for the third place. It's for the third place overall in Ocean Cup 3, and oh man, I'm spent. I'm absolutely spent. I'm just reading through our own Discord. Oh my goodness. All right, I don't know that I'm going to get any response back from TWP on this one, but I do want to say this. My hat's off to TWP. Obviously, I was able to give my congratulations to Payne's Armada and what they were able to accomplish here in the course of these 5 games. But TWP guys, you guys have been in these fights every single one of these tournaments. I mean, you've been in them like top 8, final 8, final 4. Man, you guys are there. You're fighting. You're kicking ass, and you guys have my respect. Seriously, like I don't just say that to blow smoke up people's asses. I really say that because I mean it. You guys did amazing. Payne's Armada is one hell of a fleet, and I think you guys did an exemplary job of showing that you guys are one hell of a competitive fleet by forcing a game 5 and going down to the wire like that. Every single one of those games during that course of that matchup was just competitive, and it was good gameplay, and it was a damn privilege to be able to stream that. Thank you guys so much for that opportunity. With that being said, I think I am gonna sign off, guys. It's been almost an hour and 50 minutes, and I just got done doing this stuff yesterday, and here we are. We're finally finishing up the very last match of Ocean Cup 3 again. Congrats to my boys, Warfare at Sea Atlantic for first place. CRD taking second. They're going to be able to get some Tier 6 ships from the store courtesy of Wargaming. Congratulations to Payne's Armada with third place there. They're going to be able to take home some Tier 5s. So, with that being said, the next competitive gameplay is going to be the Super Cup. That's going to be a short one, and then we're going to have Ocean Cup 4, which is going to be Tier 8s, 8v8 Tier 8. I'm very much looking forward to that. Tier 8's a cool change up as opposed to all the Tier 7 shit we've been doing lately. So, again, guys, if you like what you see, hit the thumbs up button. Strike that subscribe button if you already haven't done so, and we'll be back with some more content, guys. Hopefully next time I actually hit the go live button on live stream, we'll actually do some gameplay, but now it's just been commentary for the last couple. Appreciate y'all being here.